channel. I hope you're all doing really well and having a great day. I'm starting upstairs. I'm in the bathroom at the moment, which I want to give a nice brief clean to, just make it feel really fresh, tidy up the kids' toothpaste stains from this morning, and then go ahead and start tidying up the rooms. I've also got a little basket with me for all the miscellaneous items that I find in the rooms that they don't belong in, and I'm going to work my way from upstairs, downstairs, and then back up again with anything I find downstairs that belongs up here. I suggest you do what I'm going to do, which is put on a podcast and just fire through everything. But I really hope that you enjoy these. I love making speed cleaning videos on this channel, and I haven't done them in so long, so it's really nice to be back making them. But if you are new to my channel, please hit subscribe so you don't miss a future one. And with that being said, let's get into it. So starting off in Ayla's room, I'm just going to go ahead and pop on my podcast and then empty all of the sheets off of her bed before I make it again. I've also opened the windows just to make the room feel nice and fresh, and I just love these bedspreads because no matter how crushed your covers are, they just make them look so nice and tidy and clean. I'm going to go ahead and do quite a lot of dusting in here now that I've shaken all the sheets out. I need to go and dust everywhere using my Pledge fluffy duster. This is amazing. If you've not got one already, then get one. The little fluffy heads are replaceable, so you can actually take them off and then bin them, but it's quite a good magnetic style of fibre, so it really grabs onto all the dust. And I'm now also taking my Zoflora wipes just to wipe down the sides of her bedside table. In this room we've got these really cool storage units. They're from IKEA, but they're just shoe storage units, and we've put them together under here to almost make like a sideboard, and it's great for storing things like pants, socks, pyjamas, shoes, things like that, odds and ends, and it really maximises the space, the fact that they're so slim. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that off because again it does get quite dusty with it being another surface in her room before I move on and do the windows. The fact that it's such a lovely bright day, it just shows up every mark on the TV screen and also on her windows, so I'm going to go ahead and get them cleaned up as well.
Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. Just take the night, then we leave when it's like nothing wrong, it's alright with you. No ties, no price. No need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel.
Moving on into Charlie's room, his room is generally speaking one of the tidiest rooms in the house. I find it really easy to organise, and all of his stuff just pretty much has a place, and I think that's definitely one of the things about keeping the house tidy, is having enough storage solutions. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort out his curtains, put anything that shouldn't be lying out away in its place, and then I'm also going to go ahead and put away his jackets and just bits and bobs that are lying around in his room before I go ahead and do the same, just dust it. The dustiest thing in Charlie's room is without question the drum kit, so I'm going to go ahead and use my fluffy duster for that and then put it back in its place before I dust the rest of the room and wipe all the surfaces and also do the windows as well.
All I need is short-term devotion. I don't wanna be so emotional. Just wanna dance, want a simple romance, nothing more, nothing less from you. No ties, no price, no need, so free. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you feel, as long as you can show me a good time. I don't need promises, honestly, no big deal, as long as you can show me a good time. I don't care. Oh, 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 oh. me a good time. If I wanted more than this, I'd love you until I'm gone. But you only get a sip, so show me a good time. I don't care.
Then moving on into my bedroom, I'm going to go ahead again, just starting off by dusting, especially things like the curtain rail and also the window ledge and my bedside tables. We've got these mirrored bedside tables. We've had them now for probably about 10 years actually, because we had them in our last house and they look as good as new, but they definitely do need a little bit of TLC, so you always have to make sure that they're dusted and use a glass cleaner to make sure that they're nice and shiny. But once they're all polished up, they always look the part, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, spray some room spray, and then move on to the other side, and then also again do my window and window ledge before I move into the ensuite. Moving on into the ensuite, we have this amazing storage unit from IKEA. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it is absolutely amazing at holding all your products, and also acts as a great mirror as well for getting ready. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's got no marks on it, no fingerprints. And then I've also removed my toilet seat. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but if you don't have the little clickable buttons for your toilet seat, generally speaking, you can just pull it straight up and the toilet seat completely removes. So usually what I'll do is pop it into the shower, spray it with bleach while I go ahead and clean the rest of the toilet down, and leave it to sit, and it'll get rid of any marks, any discoloration. It really does do the trick. So I'll leave it in there, go ahead and clean the toilet and the sink, and then move back to doing the shower. And I'm also using the Astonish mold and mildew blaster. It's fantastic, and you can get it out of B&M and Home Bargains for about £1.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the grey.
Most people, the shower tray and the plug hole cover do get quite grimy. It's usually a thing like product build-up, conditioner, that kind of thing. So I've just gone ahead and given that a good scrub with the pink stuff and also the supersonic scrubber, just to make sure I'm getting in there really deep and getting into all the little difficult areas before I go ahead and use my Scrub Daddy to do the full bottom of the tray.
I wish you could be happy, happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care what's real no more, no, you don't want me anymore. You only want what you can afford. This is goodbye, bye, LA.
You can see we've got the same tiles that run from our ensuite all the way through into our bedroom. So I'm going to go ahead and use my shark just to go and hoover everything, any of the dust on the floor or any little bits and bobs, hair, that kind of thing, and make sure that it's all nice and clean before I go ahead and start to mop.
Do 'cause you don't see straight when it comes to her. No, she's gonna eat you up whole and spit you out, and then you'll be free. Every piece. I wish you could be happy, yeah, yeah. But I can't lie. LA made you crazy, crazy, yeah, yeah. You don't care.
also going to go ahead and hoover the kids' rooms as well. Usually this is sort of the last thing that I tend to do, is go ahead with the hoover in all of the bedrooms and then just leave the hallway to last, because I generally will put things in the hallway as I'm cleaning along. So I'll go ahead and do Ayla's room and then Charlie's room, and then I'll move on into the main bathroom to clean that.
Don't I make you feel something? Or maybe you can't feel anything. She's not gonna give you everything. I wish you could be happy, yeah. But I can't lie.
And just the same process as the ensuite, I'm going to take the Astonish mould and mildew blaster and spray it all inside of the shower and leave this to work for as long as possible while I do the rest of the cleaning, especially in little nooks and crannies like the shower screen and even like the little runner at the bottom of the shower. I find that really difficult to get into, so I'm going to spray loads of that in there, and I will actually wash it away at some point because it is one of those corrosive type products. You don't want to leave it for too long. So I'm going to again lift off the toilet seat, put it in there, and then go ahead and clean the toilet. And I don't know if anyone else does this, but sometimes I'll actually use toilet paper to clean the toilet just because I know I can flush it away after I'm finished, and it just means that I can get rid of any of those germs.
We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leaning down for you. Leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leaning down for you. Leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away through the night. Let us leave the world behind. Give in and keep yourself thinking. Tonight, let go as you're dreaming. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we're higher than the ceiling. I feel everything is spinning. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now that the bath is clean and the sink's clean, I'm just going to go ahead and clean the shower glass, and also, as I said before, just make sure that everything is rinsed down really well so that we don't have any more of that product lying on the toilet seat or on the cover for the plug hole. And then once that's done, it's time to clear everything up, move into the hallway where I'm going to hoover, but I need to also hoover in the bathroom and mop that first, so that's what I'm going to do.
So won't you let me? So won't you let me?
Like most of you, you might have this really difficult bit of your stair banister where it meets the wall. I find that if you run the fluffy duster behind that, it gathers all of the grime and dust and build up behind there. And I'm also going to go and make sure that I get the gallery wall as well nice and dusted so that looks clean. Generally, if I just dust that, it's usually enough. I don't have to actually clean the frames themselves. They usually just are quite fine. And then I'm going to also hoover the stairs, which is definitely one of those tricky jobs that works up a bit of a sweat. fortunate the way that the living room is laid out. We don't have any storage space in here as such, but it's really just a case of cleaning that table, sometimes cleaning the little fireplace glass, and then also cleaning down the windows and hoovering. So it's pretty much a 5-minute room just to tidy this one. It's really simple, so I do this every single day anyway. So generally speaking, the living room is always pretty tidy, but I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that the windows are done, because like I said, today was quite a bright day and I could see quite a lot of marks, especially from the dog when she jumped up to the window to see who's coming up the street. Now moving on into the hallway, I'm going to go ahead and clean down our shoe storage cabinet. This holds so many pairs of shoes. It probably does need a clear out at some point, but I find this invaluable, having this in the hallway, especially just to keep it nice and clear, especially when people come in. So I'm going to go and just hoover everywhere. Sometimes I have to actually remove the stick from the vacuum as well to get underneath that area, just to make sure it's completely clear, especially now that Charlie plays football and there's all those little bits from the astrograss that usually just fly everywhere. So I'll take that into the kitchen where Fraser is making dinner, so I'll try not to disturb him before I go into the downstairs loo and give that a quick freshen up. But like I say, most of the time downstairs is the area that gets the most cleaning treatment on a sort of daily basis. So I try just to do this very quickly, just a 5 or 10 minute job, just to make sure it's nice and fresh. Moving on into the new family room, I've just hoovered and I'm also going to mop through here as well. This room is not like 100% finished. There's loads of little bits and bobs that need done. I need to reroute the fire alarm, and I also need to paint the ceiling, and we need to get the skirting boards done, but it really is like 95% finished. So once it is completely done, then I will show you guys what it's like. But it is a really calm and lovely room. So I'm just going to finish off by spraying this spray from the White Company. It's Seychelles. If you know, then it is absolutely gorgeous. And that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this clean with me. If you did, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you did enjoy it, let me know so I know how to make more in the future. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.